Aries, hi. This is your reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for May 1st through the 15th. This love reading is for the general collective for entertainment purposes only, so take what resonates. If it does, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If it does not resonate, please check your other placements, your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Appreciate all your love and support. Please know that the energies can be vice versa or interchangeable. These cards have been pre-shuffled, but just to get some energy flowing, I will shuffle them again on camera. Please comment for more details, feedback, and in-depth private readings. I will shuffle these cards thrice and have a spread ready for you before I start the reading. This is for Aries. General love reading, May 1st through the 15th. This is for the sign of Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. For May 1st through the 15th. Aries, you can now get in touch with me for private readings. You can contact me through the comments or my email address, which is in the description box. My Instagram handle is also in the description box. This is general love reading for Aries, May 1st through the 15th. General love reading for Aries, May 1st through the 15th. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have a lot of cards flipping. We had the Three of Cups. We have the Three of Cups now, and we had the Three of something else before. Are you in third party situations? I don't know. And this is your third shuffle also. Anyway, we'll get to know when we get to the reading. This is for the sign of Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, May 1st through the 15th. General love reading. Okay, Aries, let's cut the deck and have your spread. Cool. What is happening with my Aries at the current moment? The Four of Cups. What is the burden and challenge for the Aries right now? The Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups in all the readings? I don't understand. And I'm using two decks and I shuffle them so thoroughly on the camera right in front of your eyes, but Knight of Cups is everywhere. What is the reason of the reading? It is the Six of Pentacles. What is on your mind? It is the Two of Pentacles. What happened in the recent past for the Arians? The Death card. What is in the near future for you? The King of Wands. How do you see yourself right now? The Hierophant, my favorite card. What is the energy of the person that you're dealing with? It is the Two of Swords. What is in your emotions? The Emperor card. And what is the outcome of this reading? The Moon. Flow of emotions. Hidden energies. What is at the bottom of the deck? It is the Nine of Wands. I feel very upbeat suddenly for this reading, so I hope it's an upbeat reading. It doesn't look like it's a sad reading though. Anyway, let's start. At the current moment, you have the energy of Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is basically, if you look at the card, there's a man sitting and he has three cups that he's concentrating on. But there's another cup that is being offered to him which he refuses to see. So the Four of Cups is about feeling upset or neglecting something and not concentrating on something that's being offered to you. It is about contemplation and codependency. So if you look at this man, he's sitting looking at 3 cups and he's contemplating what better will happen to me. Is there anything better that will happen to me? And he's so concentrated on these 3 cups that he's completely overlooking this 4th cup that is being given to him by the divine. So right now, at the current moment, you're just sitting and contemplating and hoping for things to happen. Or this can also mean that you're in a codependent relationship with someone. Yeah, you're just thinking about the things that aren't working out. You're thinking about the things that you want to change, but you're not understanding there is something good in store for you. But you're so concentrated on the negative that you're not focusing on the positive. The burden and challenge that you have right now is that of the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a charmer's card. So, there are 3 cups that you're looking at. The 4th one is being offered to you, and you're not looking at that because you're not working your charm onto your person. You need to be charming, and you need to be flirty, and you need to have this young and fresh energy going on between you guys. The reason of the reading is 6 of Pentacles. You want an equal give and take, and that's why probably you're in that 4 of Cups energy, which is a card of codependency. I hope you guys are not in a toxic relationship, or I hope you guys are not so dependent on each other that you constantly need to text and talk and hear affirmations and have confirmations about your relationship, because that's not a healthy energy to be in. But the reason of the reading is that you want both of you to feel equal in the relationship. Maybe one of you is going out of the way. Maybe one of you is making all the efforts, but there needs to be an equal give and take, because if one of you is making more efforts than the other, the person who is making efforts will eventually get tired, and then you'll be like, oh, what just happened? Why are there these 3 cups that don't even make me happy? And what did I do? You did not concentrate on the 4th cup. You let the other person make all the efforts, and that's when things start to fall apart. So there has to be equal give and take in the relationship, and this is the reason for the reading. On your mind is the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is again about balance. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Libra, because the balance card, the scales are all for Libras. So the 2 of Pentacles is about balance. You want a balance in this relationship. You want equal give and take. You want both of you to meet halfway through. So this is on your mind right now, and this is the reason of the reading also. So I think this is a codependent relationship. This is a toxic relationship where one of you is putting in more efforts than the other, and all you need right now is balance. All you need right now is to take the burden off your person, or if you're taking the burden, then your person needs to take the burden off of you, so that you can have a balanced relationship. In the past, you have the Death card. The Death card basically means that there was a sudden change. Some cycle ended, something ended, and there was a fresh start. So the Death card, it is not related to the literal meaning, but if for any of you, if you've suffered the loss of a loved one, I'm sorry for your loss, but I hope this is not the literal death scenario that we're talking about. The Death card usually talks about ending of a cycle and beginning of a new cycle. This is probably what happened with you in the past, that something ended, some sudden ending happened for something new to begin. In the near future, you have the energy of the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the visionary. He sits on his throne and he sees everything. He has a vision, he plans ahead. He's not just thinking about, the stuff that happened in the past. He's not, he doesn't think now and act. He thinks now, and he thinks now for something that he's supposed to act on 15 days later. So he's somebody who plans. He plans for the future. He's a visionary. He knows what he wants, and he takes the steps required for it. So in the future, you will have a vision for yourself. You are thinking of a bright future with someone. And you will have this bright future with someone if you can bring in balance into the equation. Because you see yourself as wanting to commit in the relationship. The Hierophant card talks about higher levels of commitment. Higher level of commitment means basically transitioning from step 1 to step 2, step 2 to step 3, and so on and so forth. So from swiping right to flirting, from flirting to probably getting into a relationship, from getting into a relationship to proposing, to getting married. If you're married, maybe wanting a kids. So the Hierophant talks about the next higher level of commitment, and this is how you see yourself. You are ready to commit, but you can't commit unless you feel, unless you have that sense of balance in your relationship. I think you have Libra in your chart somewhere, or you are dealing with a Libra, because balance just speaks out so loud to me right now. Okay. The energy of the person that you're dealing with is that of the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is about a choice. Maybe the person that you're dealing with has a choice. Maybe you're not the only one who swiped right on them. I hope that's not the case. But maybe they're juggling, because I was shuffling your cards and I saw a lot of threes, and I thought to myself, maybe this is a third party situation. I hope it is not. But your partner has to make a choice, and the choice doesn't always mean that it is a romantic choice that they need to make. Maybe it's about their career, maybe it's something related to their family, but if it is about your relationship, they have two options. Two options can be yes and no, right and wrong. Should I not? Should we move forward? Should we take a step back? Should we take a break? Should we go all in? Should we have this higher level of commitment? Or should we just, wait it out and wait for the balance to happen? Two of Swords, also, if you look at this person has two swords and it is blocking their heart chakra. So basically that means that this person is closed. There's no open communication, there's no open exchange of feelings and emotions. So your person is very guarded, very protected, and they are struggling to make a choice. What's in your emotions is the Emperor card. The Emperor is the higher arcana, which is about authority, structure, and a father figure. So don't force your partner to take the decision. Let it happen organically. Maybe they are the ones, maybe they are a Libra and they are, wanting this equal give and take and balance in the relationship, and you're like, no, decide, tell me what's up with you, and you're being very authoritative with them. You're being very dominating in the relationship. So it's good to have authority, but it's good to have authority over you if you start imposing your priorities and your need of a structure and your need of everything proper onto that other person. They will get closed. Okay, so one of you really wants authority, structure, balance, everything, as per the plan in this relationship. But because one of you wants it so bad, the other person is closing up. So don't let that happen. Hear each other out. Talk and discuss about these things. The outcome of this reading is the Moon card. And I think the Moon card is here because your partner is closed. The Moon card is also a major arcana. The Moon talks about mystery, illusion, intuition, and it's also related to your emotions. So even though your person is closed, even though your person is having a hard time making this choice, they are emotional, they are overwhelmed right now. Also, there's so much mystery because they're not being able to talk to you. There's so much mystery around this entire situation. I say when at night you're walking under the moonlight, you can only see up to a point, and beyond that point, what lies ahead, you trust on your intuition, or you might have an illusion of what is ahead of you. And that's the problem with the Moon, that you rely so much on your intuition and you and there's so much mystery around the whole situation that uh, you don't know what is happening. Nothing is clear to you. So I would say that this desperate need of finding balance in your relationship does not need to be that desperate. You don't need to impose your desperation for a balance onto your partner, because that's only closing them off. Don't do that, because when one of you chooses not to communicate freely, not to communicate openly, there will be this mysterious energy around it. And when you want to express something but you hold yourself back, you just get overwhelmed and the situation just keeps getting worse. You keep piling up on all of these things and you keep burdening yourself, and eventually when you get to the point and you say things, you don't say it with a sane mind, and the language that comes out can never be nice enough and convincing enough for the other person. And then you can tend to get into harsh decisions. So that's not what I want for you, because your partner is having troubles making a choice. And if you keep imposing your authority and your sense and your need for balance on them, it might just lead to a harsh decision. And very strongly I feel that they will decide something in haste and it might not be in your favor. So take a step back, calm down, give them some time. At the bottom of the deck, we had the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is about resilience. So again, it's the same energy. It is the Two of Swords energy. Your partner's not talking. Your partner's not communicating with you because you're not giving them the freedom to. You are, sometimes it's like when two people are wanting to commit and wanting to take things further. Every time you talk, you'll be like, so did you decide? What do you think? Should we pick a date? Should we, speak to our parents? Should we disclose about our relationship to the world? And you are constantly in that energy, and you're like, why are you not telling your friends? I have told my friends. My parents know about us. Why don't your parents know about us? And this is your need to find balance in the relationship, but you are overwhelming them, and that is why they're closing up. And the more you're asking them to commit, the more you're expecting from them, the more they are taking a reverse direction. So don't impose your authority onto them. Give them time. This looks like a very beautiful relationship, because wanting balance is great, but achieving balance is not that easy, and you can't achieve balance by constantly probing someone and pushing someone to find balance. So just to summarize your reading, at the current moment you are in the energy of Four of Cups. You are contemplating and you are in this codependent relationship where you're like, do something, take a step forward, and you're constantly being toxic in this relationship. The burden and challenge that you have is that of the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is about charm. You think that everybody wants commitment. Your partner wants commitment. You're assuming that. And maybe they want commitment, but maybe not right now. And you think everything that you say is so charming, and why are they still, closing up in front of you? This is the burden challenge. Or maybe you're not being charming enough. Maybe the way you're asking them for a higher level of commitment is not charming enough. And you're making them feel burdened. You're forcing them to take a decision. So don't do that. The reason of the reading is Six of Pentacles, your need for a balance. On your mind is Two of Pentacles, which is again needing a balance. And I strongly think either you have very strong Libra placements in your chart, or your partner is definitely a Libra. I'm sure this is for somebody whose partner is a Libra. In the recent past, you have the Death card. So something ended for something new to start. In the future, you have the King of Wands energy. The King of Wands is about vision. You have a vision. You have a beautiful plan about your relationship in the future. But because you have this plan of 3 months later or 3 years later, and you just wanted to start now and ASAP you're bordering your partner. Don't do that. You are ready for a higher level of commitment, but your partner is struggling to make a choice pertaining to this higher level of commitment, and you're forcing your authority over them, and you are desperately waiting to hear from them. And that is why they are closing up. They are feeling like you're burdening them, and they're feeling pressurized, and uh, they are getting overwhelmed with emotion, but they're still closing up. Also, I think that you are being very, your energy is coming across as very mysterious, or their energy is coming across as very mysterious, because probably they're choosing not to speak, and you're like, what is happening, what is on their mind, and you're not being able to figure out what's happening. And at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy was the Nine of Wands. They are closed. They are not talking there. I mean, even if they're talking, they're not talking from their heart. They're just giving you open-ended sentences. They're talking in syllables. They're probably, you send them 5 lines and they send you back 2 words. So even the texting, the communication between you is very close, is very blocked. So I would say give it time. Don't burden them so much. Don't be so desperate for a commitment that you force yourself to fall out. Aries, let me know if this resonates with you. And in case you need a further clarification, if you need a private reading, please get in touch with me. We'll hope to hear from you. Thank you.